Hello everyone, myself Geeta. I am studying second year of the BTech in VVIT college. My seminar topic is modulation. The basic definition of the modulation is it is the process of changing information like amplitude, frequency or phase of the carrier wave in accordance to a enables to efficient transmission of information over long distribution or throughout a various mediums. Key elements in modulation: carrier signal, a high frequency signal used to a base for modulation; message signal, the information of data fertilization transmitted, also called as modulation signal; modulated signal, the resulting signal, often modulation which causes to the information. And the definition of the demodulation is demodulation. It is the process of exchanging the message signal information from a modulation carrier signal. It is the rename as modulation and it is a modulation and the percent of the recovery, and it is retained as transmitted of the passing independent. The elements of the demodulation: modulation signal, the received signal centering the carrier and the emitted messages; demodulation, a circuit and derive the humans of the signals from the modulation signal. It is like one of the wave modulation and responding. Now we have to see the types of modulations. Modulations are two types: continuous wave modulation and pulse modulation. In continuous wave modulation have two types: linear modulation, angle modulation. In pulse modulation have two types: digital modulation and analog modulation. In linear modulation have four types: PM, DSBSC, SB, SSBC, SSBS, USBs. These are the types of linear modulation. And next, angle modulation has two types: frequency modulation and phase modulation. It indicates FM and PM. And the digital modulation have only one type, PCM. Next one is analog modulation have three types: PAM, POM, PPM. And now we have to see the needs of modulations, or advantages of modulations. The needs of modulation have basically six types. Let's now see the one by one, and first we have to discuss types of modulations. Reduces the height of the antenna, avoid the mixing signals, increases the range of communication, allows multiplying of the multiplexing signals, allow adjustment can change in bandwidth, improves the quality of reception. Avoid the message signal is without modulation, multiple basebands signals would occupy the same frequency range. This can be lead to interaction and signal overlap. Modulation assigns distinct frequency bands to the each signal, ensuring that the signal not on interference with the another during transmission. High range of communication. Low frequency baseband signals connected travel long due to the significant attention and energy low. Modulation translation is the signal higher frequency range radio wires which can travel the longer distances with less alternative. This envelope exceeds of communication. Next one, allow multiplexing of signals, helping in the process of continuing multiple signals. The transmitted over C single arrived. Next one, medium probable technical, like companies division multiplication 10 mm with the different allowing the different signals transmitted and ideate frequently band, allowing efficiency left to the communicate desert, allow adjustments. Modulations helps to control the bandwidth of the signal of the center closed capacity. For example, high frequency contains inputs larger modulation, allowing more derived to be transmitted efficient without signals distraction or low. Improve quality of fraction using frequency of the elected by use the instantaneous and the other details during company low frequency signals. By multiplying a signal on a high frequency, consider the quality with the clarity and reliability of communication. Next one is reduces of height of antenna for the derived transmission of the as signals as range to a ranges of the antenna should be proportional to the strength of the signal. And the baseband signal, low frequency signals has a larger wavelength. Required modulation kill the antenna feed transmission, which is comfortable, making defeats. Making shifts the signals to the higher frequency, reducing the required wavelength and considering the ensured height. The make of the system must be probable. Now we see the equation of wavelength. Wavelength is the involving of light like 1 into 1 m, like that. It is the frequently the antenna signal examples. Substituting the envelopes, lambda is equal to 4, h is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 divided by 5 into 15 into 10 to the power of 2 into 4. The result will outcome by 5,000 meters. 5,000 m. If L is equal to linear 1, that is equal to 10 to the power of 6 h. Lambda is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 by 1 into 10 to the power of 6. H is equal to 100 by 4 is equal to 75 meters. These are the some of the information about this. And the modulation, mainly process of changing information and carrying, like that. It is the modulation. And the key concepts we know: carrier signal, message signals, travel, villages, Pichammai, and carriers messages. Definition of the demodulation also we can see. And now we have to see the DSB and SSB modulation also in this video. Because we see the modulations of all, mainly modulation meaning is exchanging the information of frequency, amplitude, like that. Now we have to see the DSB and SSB modulation also. In conventional AM, DSBSC is a carrier signal. Observe that in modulated signal can travel frequently FC, FC plus FM, FC minus FM, which FC is the carrier frequency. What is having not is information. FC plus FM and FC minus FM are the sidebands of frequency. Sideband frequencies which have the interference for transmitting BSFC 55.5% of total power used to templating carrier component. What the one don't have any other information. Various 33.3% of local power is used to transmit of the bands which suitably have imbalances. This is all about the modulation, and mainly we see in modulation in frequencies. It's a flowing of one signal, and it is the process of changing characteristics also. In modulation, if there is no modulation, we have to not able to work it easy. That's why modulation is very useful in current subject electronics. When we see DSB-SB modulation also, we discuss this. And now today we discussed the modulation frequency, needs of modulation, and DSB-SB. Needs of modulations are very important. Let's now discuss again. It is the needs of modulation and is reduce the signals of the rectum, avoiding mixing signal, and perspective of range of communication, allow adjustments in bandwidth, improves the quality of respective, avoid mixing signals without making working baseband angles would occupy the range of the lead to interference of at the signal. And now we see type needs of modulation, and final one is DSB-SB modulation also we discuss. And any remaining topic we have to discuss. The frequency wave is like in modulation signals have a first one wave and next one box for modulator, telling the modulator, sensitivity type modulation, and causal signal. Types of modulation: modulation, continuous, users, love, effective, and action. These are the types of demodulation. And we discuss in this video needs of modulations also. Reduce the size of antenna, avoid mixing signals, increases at low range free communication, allows meeting signals their amplitude. There is no modulation, improve the quality of descriptive. These are all the types of modulation. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you all.